Okay, let's go for a test drive in this turbocharged beast. Oh yeah, seatbelt. Okay, I have the key inside. Have my wallet and phone. Okay, so let's go. So the manager was telling me how zippy this thing is. And with a little turbo, wow, yeah, it's doesn't have to really take much accelerator pedal push to get it to go. So we're going to go kind of this normal test drive route, which includes a little bit of traffic. So just to let you know, if you need to, you know, skip around on the video, you could do that. But you could just ride with me, kind of get an idea of what a real test drive would be about. Let's see what we've got going on here. Dual clutch feels pretty good. You have that really prominent shift from one gear to the next. It doesn't have like this slow lag between gears like some automatic transmissions. I noticed just then when I let go of the brake, it didn't really creep forward. I guess it's because of that dual clutch system. You kind of have to give it a little bit of gas, and then it'll go ahead and engage the clutch to move forward for you. I'm assuming. So that's my first experience with this vehicle. Just give me the low fuel level. It has 1 bar left, so I suppose I'll have to put some gas in it when I get back. And what I mentioned in the actual video, the walk around video, about the way the distance to empty is calculated. Typically, when you see my videos and you see the distance to empty, they're not going to be accurate because the new cars, they spend a lot of time. They're new, so they don't have that many miles on them typically, and also they spend a lot of time, you know, in the parking lot moving around, so they don't really have the same. It basically calculates it on the way the vehicle is being driven recently. So if it's just being driven around in the parking lot, it's going to have a very low miles per gallon. But once you get out and start driving it normally, when you buy the vehicle, when you get out and drive it normally, then your distance empty, and also your miles per gallon calculations on the computer system are going to be more realistic. So some people kind of really flip out and get a little hysterical when they say, what, 3 miles per gallon? I thought it says 30 miles per gallon. You know, it's like, well, you know, and it seems very hard to explain to them in the comment section that it's not accurate, or it is accurate, it's just not realistic to what you're gonna get if you drive the vehicle. So anyways, I'm gonna have to make a video clarifying it, sort of like what I did with the air conditioning water on the ground when I showed underneath the car. People were like, hey, it's already leaking, what a piece of junk. And I'm like, dude, have you never seen air conditioning before? It's what's interesting is not so much that they don't know what it is, but their arrogance in the comments of like, yeah, look at there, it's already leaking, you know, as if they already know what it is, yet they don't, but yet they're gonna talk down as if they do. You know, it's like, wow. But anyways, that's the side issue there. So this is 501 going into Myrtle Beach. Like, this is, Myrtle Beach is like a beach town. So you have the ocean, and then you have a road that goes directly towards the ocean, and then right into the center of Myrtle Beach. And this is that road, 501. So that's why we have a little bit of traffic this time of day. Also, today's a Thursday, so people are, you know, going for the weekend to Myrtle Beach area for their vacationing or whatever. But I'm going to get off this road in a second, so just kind of bear with me. We're going to get on a highway that has a speed limit of 65, so we can actually get out there and drive fast and check it out. And then we're going to come back on more of a kind of a back road, country, not really country, but like kind of a back road. So this is the rough road portion as far as like the rough surface. So you can get an idea of the road noise in a really, really rough road. So yeah, that's that 501 road going into Myrtle Beach. Now we're going on to what's Highway 31, which is kind of a newer road for this area, and it runs parallel with the ocean, and that way it's so much easier. It's like a bypass type road to get around all the traffic. This makes going to Myrtle Beach a lot easier. Got it on 67. Just kind of cruising along here. Let's go a little bit faster. So I don't get run over. smooth and comfortable. I mean, this is going nearly 70 miles an hour, and it doesn't really feel like we're straining, or the engine is a little bit over 2,000 RPMs, which is not much for a 4-cylinder engine, and going this fast. Feels pretty stable and planted on the road, and not very loud either. I mean, it's not too bad. This has an electronic steering system, as opposed to the older cars. A lot of them had the hydraulic steering system, but with the electronic steering system, it doesn't have to depend on the engine, the amount of RPMs of the engine to give you a smooth feeling turn. So in the parking lot, it's very easy to turn. I notice it's a little, and maybe it's just my imagination, but it feels like the electronic portion kind of eases off a little bit, so that way you get a little bit more feedback from the road, and that's pretty important to be able to kind of like feel what's going on the road, especially if you're on wet roads or icy roads or snowy roads, things like that. You kind of need to get some feedback there. Okay, so we're gonna go to this road up here. So I'm gonna get over, slow down a little bit behind this truck. But yeah, it kind of gives you a little bit of feedback there. It's not super crazy easy to turn the steering wheel, so I like that. It's actually better. International Drive. So this road will actually take us back to right back where we were, basically. It's just a different road. So let me know if you've made it this far in the video. Let me know what you think of this area as far as the terrain and everything. It's very flat, and I don't know, it's different. It's a different environment. When I first came to this area, it was just like the terrain and the way the roads were and everything were just kind of different. I don't know how to explain it, but especially on the country roads, because the roads would, I mean, the trees would kind of hang over the roads, and you feel like you're going through tunnels and stuff. It's pretty interesting. But as far as just this test drive, let me know what you think of this, how it differs from where you're at. You don't see any mountains. So like in Colorado, when I lived there, you can actually see the mountain ranges in the background, or just terrain. Here it's near impossible to find a natural rock. I mean, it's a very different environment. And of course, we're next to the ocean, and Grand Strand, Myrtle Beach area is just, you know, sandy and surrounded by swampy, different patches of swamps here and there. But it has this really nice straight beach all the way up the coast, all the way up into North Carolina, actually. Hopefully you can hear that transmission shift. It feels like it's actually like you're shifting with a shifter. I'm gonna give a little bit of gas when this guy gets out of the way so you can maybe hear it. That time it felt like it was revving more than it was accelerating, maybe because of the way I you know, kind of punched it or whatever. But I had to ease off almost immediately because this car wanted to get in front of me. It's one thing about a turbo; it kind of you have to have some RPMs there for it to really take effect. Really, your engine needs a certain RPMs as well, so it kind of matches. So this one has a turn signal where you push it one time and it'll blink 3 times. So that way you can just kind of change lanes or whatever without forgetting that your signal's turned on. Hopefully this GoPro is going to be able to handle this light. It's getting dark. Last time I made a video, it was like you couldn't see anything by the end of the video because it was getting slightly dark, and then the GoPro couldn't pick anything up. So we'll see what happens. Maybe you can see the interior lights in the vehicle. Still don't see those speakers. Yeah, there we go. Huh. They're very soft and subtle. Kind of fading in and out right now. Let's go to let's try to brighten them up a little bit. Let me know what you think about this type of video where I film the entire test drive and talk your ear off. Let me know what you think about this style, because I don't know, just try to give you as much information as I can and try to make you feel like you're actually here and not just you know, give you this super trimmed up, brief fading in and out of clips. As far as the test drive, I want you to experience all the different roads and just the overall experience. But I want you to give me some feedback if you can, just let me know what you think about this. If this is actually useful to you, especially if you're a buyer of the vehicle, if you're thinking about buying this vehicle, it may be worth a little bit of extra time to invest in this type of video to kind of really immerse yourself in the experience at your convenience, of course. And that's what I like about videos, is that you can rewind, fast forward, you can always come back to the information or the experience or the video, you know, because if you were to learn from a person, let's say I were to take this car and literally come to your house and say, hey, check this out, and kind of show you the stuff on it, and then I were to leave, then you may remember stuff, you may not remember stuff, you may, you know, the whole experience would be kind of less valuable than actual video that you can access on demand 24/7 forever in the future. I think that's more valuable than actual face-to-face, one-on-one experience. Brakes are really good. I feel like I want to pat the gas to match the switching of gears, sort of like in the like in a manual. You can feel it has that, you know, that 100% engagement once that clutch system engages. It's just like a manual. Alright, so let's get in this right lane. So if you ever go to Myrtle Beach Kia, you'll know, here's your test drive route right here. You can get an idea of which way to go and everything. Take one for a test drive. Slow down here. Speed limit changed. sport mode. Feel the difference here. Get a little bit of RPM jump when I turn it on. Then we have the turbo boost gauge there. There's a torque on the left side. So it has a torque multiplied by 10, so it has a goes up to 30, so that would be up to 300 nm nanometers. No, I don't know what that is. So then on the right side you have the turbo times 10 kPa. Let's see what we got going. Oh yeah, we got it now. Whoa, it was pretty good. It kind of downshifted and took off. I can't go too fast because there's a car in front of me. I'm gonna go pull up next to a Corvette or something, rev my engine. See if I can show them who's boss. Or those Challengers over there. Just get a Hellcat, pull up next to a Hellcat. Alright, so time for them to put some gas in this bad boy. So I'm gonna park it over here and we'll be done. Has the engine braking because I have it in sport mode. Alright, so hopefully this camera's picking up these ambient lights around the speakers. It's just here on the front. They're kind of fading, and I have like this ambient light under the door here in red. I don't know if you can see that. This camera is not very good with the low light, so we'll just kind of cut it short, so or a long video. But anyways, so there's been the test drive, and thanks for Myrtle Beach Kia for allowing me to drive the actual car. I really appreciate that, and I'll see you guys next time. Let's see if I can, there we go. I guess you could see me right there, maybe, I don't know, but bye anyway. I'll see you next time.